Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to have a little rant, I guess, about the most difficult bugs to troubleshoot. All right, hey everybody. I'm out for a walk because I've been sitting at my desk all day trying to fix a bug in an application. So this is a legacy app. So I'll give you a little bit of background, although it's kind of right? It's a legacy application, which is like an Ionic version 1. It's using enterprise distribution through App Store. So everything works fine in debug mode. Everything works fine on a local machine. Everything works fine on a test device, like an actual physical device. But once you package and deploy it and sign it and everything, it installs, but you just get like a white screen of death, right? There's no log errors. There's nothing in the logs. There's no crashes. It's just a white screen, right? You can't connect to it through a browser because it's already been compiled and it's been distributed, and for some reason it's just driving me crazy. And from time to time you'll get things like this. The worst type of bugs to actually try to fix are the ones where you get very little feedback and have they have a very big feedback loop, and you get no logs or no hints, no clues. So you get to the point where you're basically just, all right, let's change something, let's disable some stuff, let's just start tearing the code apart and inspecting it line by line to figure out what could this possibly be. Is it an environmental issue? Is it a framework issue? Is it something in the code? What is it? Because everything was working before, but it ain't working now. Right? This is what makes software development hard sometimes. This is the kind of thing where so try to explain to the client, I'm gonna need a few more days on this because it was like a small thing. It was like a label change or whatever. The small kind of change to an application. I quoted like an hour on it, and it was like, days later, I'm like, this was what makes software development difficult from time to time. So if any of you guys have been doing this for a while, you know that the best way to solve a bug or to troubleshoot something is to know where the logs are, to know how to read and to filter on Logcat on Android, and how to read on the bug logs of the logging on iOS if you're using native. If you're using a framework, sometimes it might be in a different place, but just to know where different stuff is. Back in the Windows days, it was always like knowing where Event Viewer was, knowing how to look in the registry, knowing how to look for log files that just might happen to be on the file system somewhere. And there's been many times where I've been brought in to fix something where lots of other developers had gone in and they just couldn't figure out what it was, but they didn't know where to look, right? That's one of the key things, right? When you're writing code, you have to know where to log, how often you're going to log, where you're going to put things. You're going to have like a distributed server. You're going to use Crashlytics, you're going to use something like that. And there are times where you just get nothing back and you're just poking the box, right? Let me just disable this line. Let me just move this page. Let me just do this. Let's see if I can get something different to happen. And it's a long feedback loop that drives me crazy. When everything's going well with software, you're just like, you make a change, you render it, cool. Make a change, check it out, cool. This is one of those ones, because it's only in the compiled application, I have to actually compile it, upload it to a server, wait for that server to have it ready, clear the cache on the web browser that we download it from, because it's an enterprise distributed application, so it's actually using over-the-air web deployment. And then you download it and you get that stupid white screen, the white screen of death. It's driving me a bit crazy. So I'm out for a walk. A lot of times when you have these kind of issues and you're just banging your head against the wall, it's going for a walk or just getting up and going to the bathroom or whatever, that the ideas appear to you. Oh, I could try that. Maybe I should try this. Maybe I should try a different, maybe I should try to remove all the pages or just put like a hello world in there. Maybe like that, and then we'll see if it renders. But it can be tough from time to time. Those are the worst type of bugs to fix, by the way. The ones where you get very little feedback and the feedback loop is just really long. So you have to do a lot of setup for a little bit of execution, and then you can see whether or not it actually works. Anyway, it's been a while since I put a video out there. I've been AWOL for the last couple of weeks. I just thought I'd have a little rant because it's driving me crazy today. And a lot of you guys come up with issues like this from time to time. Sometimes I'll get people send me some people through the channel. They'll send me their their bugs or the error message they're getting. So, Eric, what does this error mean? And I'm always like, dude, I'm not going to figure this out for you. Like, the hard bit about being a software developer is that sometimes you just have days where things just don't work. There's a dependency of a dependency of a dependency. Some Cordova library somewhere is probably out of date, and I got to update all those, and then that's going to have clashes with other things. And sometimes software development can just be really, really messy. Anyway, just wanted to check in on you guys. Hope you guys are having a great week. I'll follow up on this, let you guys know. I mean, it's, you know, this is a bread and butter. This kind of stuff happens, you know. You always end up in this state at some point, like where you just have that feeling of, all right, I'm going to say it. You have that feeling of impotence. Like, why can't I figure this thing out? But then it's usually something stupid. Some library's out of date. You got a stray semicolon somewhere. A variable's named incorrectly. But anyway, sometimes software development can just be difficult. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you have a great week. That's it for today. In fact, let me know if you guys, how much you guys struggle with this kind of stuff. Because a lot of times when you have trouble troubleshooting, it's because you don't know where to look, where the logs are and all that kind of stuff. But when there's nothing in the logs, there's nothing anywhere, it just drives you crazy. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys again next time.